Let's get back into the show. Let's start presenting this guy's insane meltdown. Because if you remember at the top of the show when we read his big cope statement, he said that he wasn't going to engage anymore. He wasn't going to address any of this. He was moving on. He wasn't going to let people control him and blah, blah, blah. But he melted down big time on the 22nd. Why is that? So here we have, now if you remember, Quatering told us all that his deal was renewed for 5 years on Rumble.
Which is the biggest lie of all time.
Millions of dollars, and that therefore he would be allowed to deplatform whoever he wanted on Rumble's dime. Well, Chris Pavlovsky came out, just said straight up, it's a lie. No creator has a 5-year deal with Rumble, or even close. Rumble has been moving away from a deal structure towards a creator program structure or Rumble Studio ad read structure. And I just want to point out that our private contacts who have spoke to Chris have confirmed that this is the case, that Quatering does not have a renewed deal for 5 years worth millions of dollars. And in fact, it seems like they're not too happy with Mr. Hambly over there at all. Continuing, this is part of the reason why this fucking meltdown happened on this day. I'm just letting you guys know. So then more changes were announced to Rumble, and it's all coincidence, of course. Doesn't have anything at all to do with Hambly's massive fuck-ups. That was a huge PR disaster for the site. Rumble's recommendation algorithm will be better described as an audience algo. If people click and watch, that's going to be a problem for Jer, because all of his audience are fucking bots. You'll get recommended. The editor picks that plastered boring bums like Quatering all over the page, even though no one wanted it, will be replaced by what the viewer wants, not what anyone picks. If the content isn't recommended, the audience didn't like it. And is there a best practice Rumble would suggest for shorts? Yes. Create content people watch. If they skip by it fast, it's not a good signal. So this is bad news for Jeremy Hambly and his entire pathetic fucking grift. And with all the walls closing in, H3H3 coming out against him, Stuttering Craig, Side Scrollers, Friday Night Tights, Brittany Venti, Asmongold, all these people speaking out against him. And with the bad news, he's getting behind the scenes in regards to Rumble. Suddenly, Quatering needed to take a vacation. Suddenly, Quatering couldn't take the heat anymore and announced that for the first time in years, this guy never goes on break, ever. He would be going on a vacation.
By the way, you know what is doing really well? Our new fucking clip channel on Rumble. Look at this, 6.21K views. It was under 1,000 this morning. Wow.
And by the way, soon enough, this whole show will be clipped up and put on there as well. And we're already working. I think right now we already have 4 people that have agreed to start unofficial clip channels for Kino Casino on YouTube.
I saw a 5th guy.
We have 5 people now that have agreed to start unofficial clip channels on YouTube. They're going to get the clips directly from Flaked. If you want to start your own clip channel, message Kino Casino Clips on Twitter, and you can get started and start getting your own fucking Lambo, because Jer can't strike them all down.
By the way, you know what's crazy? So Jer with 2 million subs on Locals had 110 members. We are 3 hours into our show. Okay, we're 3 hours into our show. We already have 470 paid members.
So we are only 30 members away from being able to live stream on the platform.
Yes.
And do bonus live streams there. Andy wants to do a bonus live stream tomorrow.
Yes.
So the link is above. Sign up, guys. Get over there on the Locals And we're going to be at 5 times what Hambly brought in to the site in all the years that he was there. He showed us his dashboard, and I think he had only sold like 110 or 120 in all the years that he was there. Yes. So when it comes to these negotiations with Rumble and who they're going to support when it comes to us or when it comes to Hambly, it is critical, it is crucial that you guys make your voices heard. And of course, also more importantly, in reality, for Flake's family and for his livelihood that Quatering took away.
Someone asked, will the bonus stream be saved? I will sub if it is. Yes. So tomorrow I'm going to be looking at all the raw videos from Quatering.
The only problem with locals is there's only like 50, even when we get to these 500 members, which we should get to by the end of the night, there's only 50 gigabytes of storage space.
But so what I'll do is I'll save the edit and I'll premiere it. I'll crunch it down to a gig or less or something. It will still be perfect quality. And we're doing
those will be going up on the Gumroad as well. Yeah. So you'll get access to the replays of any bonus streams on Gumroad. And we're still going to be posting stuff over there. We're going to be more active.
And I'll upload it to Rumble after like a week or two. And I'll be doing the raw Quatering videos. And people want me to show off my game collection and shit. And I'll chat with the audience and stuff. And we want to do some like special stuff over there. So go sub to locals. And all right, let's continue here.
All right. There it is. Rumble Shorts algo we are going to be transparent about how it works. So it's going to be unlike any platform in the world. Sounds like good changes to me because they're changes that are going to felt Jer and his bullshit lazy style of content. Okay. Continuing.
Yep. And I'll do gaming streams. Yes, chat.
The Quatering's views are down 40% this week.
No, Ash, remember this. Because you want to know why? On the edit I did of his game stream, he says at one point, just open up the social blade. Open up the social blade. What you want to use, folks, is vidIQ. What vidIQ does is it actually takes the real videos, not the shorts, and calculates that. He is down not only 40% in 1 week, but it was 75% since November before the 40%.
And the thing is, it's exponential. As you're falling out of the algorithm, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And now his output is falling off. When once he used to do 5 videos a day, it went down to 3 videos. Today, he only managed to crap out 1 video. And it's underperforming as well. So the only thing left for Fortress Quatering is this YouTube channel. And it's on a massive decline. It's the only part of his business that's actually profitable. And now that the Rumble is going, he's fucked, folks. He's bleeding out badly. That's why he's panicking. That's why he's lashing out and crashing out in the spectacular fashion that he is. It's all of these factors combined led to what we saw on the 22nd.
Damn, dude. Yeah, there it is. And I'm going to do a little zoom here. Now, by the way, is this not funny, Ash? Down 40% in views, right? However, up 2% in subs.
How does that happen? So what he's trying to do is paper over the fact that people are unsubscribing because they're unhappy with him. Nobody goes through the scale and scope of scandal that he goes through and doesn't lose subscribers. It's completely inorganic and inauthentic. It's nonsense. Yeah. He is once again, and he's admitted to doing this. He's admitted to buying subscribers in the past. He does this. This is what he does.
By the way, Ashton, if you gained 10,000 subs this week, let's say every week you receive 10,000 subs, do you not post the 5 videos you promise? No, you would go, holy shit, I got 10,000 subs this week. I better post all my videos. Yet today, he only posted 1. Does that happen to someone who is doing well and receiving subscribers? No, it's all fake. It's all bullshit.
By the way, we got Flex Cabot for 5 subs as well, and Cliff Easton for a sub.
Oh, and we missed Skyline GTRX for 25
subs.
Thank you. Hannah Claire stand for
Dirty
3.
Coin for 5 subs.
Wow.
Tommy C's Cat for 1,000 kicks.
Thanks.
Judy Streams for 2,000 kicks. We got Conceptual Prepper here now for 10 subs. DSP Historical Society Sure for 10,000 kicks. Dustin Echoes for 5 subs. Huge support tonight. And we apologize to anybody that we missed, but so many are coming in, and we're trying to keep the flow of the show because there are just so many people here, and these shows have been so important recently. Okay. So all of those videos from a couple days ago were crashing and burning. Right now, he needs to get about 100,000 views per video to make his bills.
With 5 videos per day.
Yeah. That was his worst month ever. In December, he was averaging like 100,000 views.
Oh,
he's not getting anywhere near that. It's just
God.
completely collapsing. He's papering it over with shorts, but it's not enough. So then the white towel gets fucking thrown in.
No.
The white flag is raised. They are shutting it down, and I don't know if they're actually going to come back from this vacation. I kind of think that this show is done, and I'll tell you why. Hannah Claire Brimelow is now becoming way more active on her own personal YouTube. For the longest time, she wasn't posting shit. Now, since all this stuff started happening, she's pumping out the uploads, folks. So I kind of think that she is like this close to getting out of there. And Jeremy's basically promising her, trust me, by May 4th, I'll have destroyed the haters. I'll have destroyed our enemies. Everyone will side with us, and we're going to make all this money. Even if that was the case and he did get rid of us or get rid of all the haters, it's still not going to change the fact that this show is completely unprofitable without the Rumble contract, which is expiring in June and has not been renewed for millions of dollars. So this show is on borrowed time. Let's hear the vacation announcement, though.
By the way, next week is Quatering live spring break. We have not missed a live stream.
So thrilled. Look at they all look so thrilled. You know, like when you go on vacation, it's like, yippee, let's go. We're on vacation. All I ever wanted, vacation, gotta get away. But this is sad news. This is the news that their show is dead as a fucking doornail, and there's serious trouble in paradise. No one reacts like this. Look at their faces.
Bro, this is actually the saddest thing I've ever seen, man.
Quatering live spring break. We have not missed.
That's for going.
No.
I don't know. I don't know if it's coming back.
It's a live stream.
Darkness, my old friend.
Ash, he has to return. You want to know why? If he doesn't, it's a triple felt. He will literally, it'll be like, whoa, buddy. Like, he needs to now come back and grind away for free, or else we win even more.
Yes.
And we've already won.
He has to keep paying these girls $500 a show indefinitely, or else we win.
Yeah.
And it's with no revenue coming in. So this is just like tens of thousands of dollars just being flushed down the drain past June. Like, it's over. So I don't know how long he's going to be able to hold on out of spite, especially when the only profitable part of his business, the YouTube, is in massive decline and probably is going to continue to be in decline.
In 3 years, I think. And
they look so sad. Oh, man.
3 years.
No, definitely. It wouldn't be, unless he was actually forced to, basically at gunpoint, this wouldn't be happening. I'll tell you why this is happening. Every single stream is an embarrassment. Every single stream, the chat is just cock, bull, Orange Grove. How was your weekend? Adam Sellers, flagging, like just the most vicious fucking vitriol to work. And there's just nothing, even with the janitors on overdrive, there's nothing they can fucking do. They just don't have any fucking fans. So even when they ban all of the trolls, all of the people who want to voice their mind freely in the chat, then there just is no chat. It just doesn't move. because there's no actual organic fan base there at all.
Bro.
You know, we've got kind of a big fall coming up. We've got a lot of.
Yeah, you do have a big fall coming up.
Yeah, it's the downfall.
Your career.
You know, big news coming up. And I haven't given anybody any time off.
Is coming up. How do you know that, by the way? How do you know that? Like, it's ridiculous.
Big news coming up. What does that mean, dude?
Since, I don't know, has it been 2 years? I don't think anyone's taken off. Like, I mean, Melanie went to leadership camp.
Yeah. We're still on with the leadership camp lie, you know. Okay.
Matt leave, but
yeah.
Don't bring that up, Hannah. That's a sore spot.
We're gonna take next week off to kind of just relax our spring break, and then we'll be back the following.
This is the saddest vacation announcement I've ever seen.
It really is. It really is. But you know, they brought this on themselves because before Quatering decided to take our channel down, there were no fucking casino people in that chat or people from the internet in that chat at all. But they fucking kicked the hornet's nest. But as Jer says, it's so fun to kick the hornet's nest. It's so fun. He's just having a great time.
Oh, this is awesome,
totally,
isn't it?
It's great.
I'm sure he's having a great time.
Following week, just so people aren't looking for us next week. Yeah,
trust
so
me, no one
I'm kind of excited.
Well, they are, but it's for a negative reason.
Yes.
Haven't had. I'm still going to do my daily VODs, but I haven't had.
Are you? Are you?
Well, you're barely able to crop out one a day at this point, just to try and keep things afloat, brother. Oh man,
his channel's done, dude.
I had a day off live streaming in like 3 years, except for when I went on vacation like 2 years ago, but I was still basically plugged in completely.
You always will be, because you're a slave to the algorithm, because you have no real audience and no real support. So then, after claiming he was going on vacation, he was going to chill, he was taking a break, Quatering decided to go completely insane. Like, that's all. That's the only way I can really describe this. This is a psychotic break from a person who's mentally ill, who has substance abuse issues, who's drunk out of their mind, probably on Xanax and spiraling. This in no way helps him, because no one believes his threats. No one is intimidated by him whatsoever. But here he goes. Nearly everyone profiting off spreading vicious lies on my name. Again, he has never explained what the lies are, debunked the lies, provided any sort of evidence for anything. It's just people are spreading lies on his name. By the way, I thought he had black fatigue. Why is he saying lies on my name? Strange. He says, I've been nothing but nice to over the years. Jeremy, just because you were nice to somebody doesn't mean that it excuses all of your behavior and they have to defend it to the bitter end. Chris Benoit was a really nice guy who had a lot of friends, but he killed his wife and child. Okay? Nobody thinks he's a nice guy anymore. Okay? It's sad. Okay? Nobody is obligated to defend you when you're doing the indefensible, bud. It's insane. But these e-celebs get this in their mind. You owe me loyalty. I made you, bitch. I was a nice guy to you. You know, like, it's not how it works. So then he says the receipts are on my side. Then show the receipts. Show the receipts, as you said.
Show them.
He says, I've let it be for weeks. No, you haven't. You've been desperately trying to control the narrative every step of the way, to the point where you deplatform people. Okay? But he says, I guess if they really want me on my villain arc, I will oblige. Like, sir, you're not an anime villain. You're a 40-year-old alcoholic from Wisconsin. Nobody takes your Elmo in the Flames post seriously, okay? He goes, I don't want to hear anyone telling me to be calm. It sounds like you're hysterically melting down, bud. That's a retarded thing. Oh, my God. these fucking losers, Yellow Flash, Side Scrollers, Brittany, Geeks and Gamers, they've all turned heel. No, you turned heel when you went against everything you ever stood for by deplatforming our channel and decided 1 week's ad revenue was worth selling their souls. No, Jeremy. They decided that it wasn't worth selling their souls to defend you for literally nothing in return other than you being a nice guy, which is retarded. They instead chose to risk all of their potential career earnings and ad revenue to defend other creators being deplatformed. It's the exact opposite of what you're saying. So then he goes, I will oblige. Okay.
Ash, can I tell you how many people have signed up for the unofficial Clipper account?
How many now?
40.
Good. I hope all 40 of them start clipping Kino because Jared's going to have to make an awful lot of calls to the YouTube rep.
I sent it to Flaked. He's like, I have 3 more. He's like, buddy, I got 40 DMs. All right, let's go, boys. Let's go. Sorry. 40.
We want you to clip the Kino Casino on YouTube. We want you.
That's actually crazy. 40 clip channels.
So this fellow, Searing Abyss, tries to walk this guy off the edge. Bro, do yourself and your family a favor. Stay off the internet for a week. Just unplug. Go outside. Take a walk. You'll be happier for it. Back in the day, I used to watch every single one of your uploads. Please, for your own sake, get off the internet. Every post makes it worse. Quatering then goes, let massive channels lie on your name because long ago I used to watch your channel. I shall send you a spoon for you so you can eat my whole ass, kid. So he's just fully become Darkside Phil. For those of you who don't know, that's the legendary DSP quote where he tells people that he's going to mail them a spoon so they can eat shit out of his ass. So this is full on lolcow behavior. This is full blown. He's lost it. He's just completely out to lunch, off the plantation, off the reserve, and just completely lighting his life and his career on fire for God knows what reason. Then he goes, these fucking leeches. Leeches from a guy who freeboots shorts?
Yeah.
Who just steals other people's content, and a guy whose entire brand of content is reading articles that other people wrote, but yeah, they're the leeches, sure.
Damn.
These fucking leeches forgot about the fact that I cut my teeth in the most ruthless time that ever existed on YouTube. They think I won't roll around in the mud with them because I've let it ride for a few weeks. I'm sorry to say they've mistaked my kindness for weakness. No, the reality is they just know you're a drunken fucking idiot. And your courage is all liquid. And the moment you sober up, you delete all of this shit. So nobody takes your threats seriously, actually. Oh, yeah. But this whole thing, you existed in the most ruthless time. You were always the bottom of the totem pole bitch that nobody ever respected or took seriously. Like, even on Team Sargon, Team Skeptics, you were the lowest of the fucking low toady, bro. Stop it. Like, you weren't the badass enforcer fucking people up. You were a nothing and a fucking nobody. Get a grip.
Bro, this is actually on. But wait, Skyline.
This guy drank Sargon's cum for 26 subs.
Yo, let's go, Skyline GTR. By
and
amazing
Hauser
car.
Quaid for 5 subs. Darkbit Blitz Frenzy for 2 subs. Kino is hell for a gifted sub as well. Yeah, back then it was the same thing. Like, Quatering would get drunk and embarrass himself, drink Sargon's cum, run gay ops, get caught with his hand in the cookie jar, trying to flag down Mr. Medicare and all this stuff. And then what would save him is that he was so boring that nobody would bother to keep pressing him and humiliating him because he's just so boring.
He'd fall asleep.
But that's it. And even people now who are trying to do like Willie Mack show and that Cameron guy, I saw them complaining today. They're trying to do videos on Jer. How the fuck is anyone doing this?
Yeah, Cameron's apparently working on a big one too.
You're welcome. No one else could do it but me.
I know, right?
I paved the way, suffering through hours of this fucking bum, you know.
No, I'm pumped for Willie Max and Cameron's thing. Cameron was fucking felting him on Twitter. It was fucking jokes.
Okay.
Look at this.
Then, look at this. You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it. He says, I sure hope all those temporary views were worth it. I've tried to play nice, but you've left me no option. Jeremy,
temporary views.
It's not about the views or the money. They would have probably been better off not talking about it because there's a good chance that they're going to lose their channels or get struck down or lose their money by doing so. This isn't about money. It's about the principle of the matter. And a lot of these people who are coming to our defense are opposed to us. You know, like a lot of them hate us, like DSP and like Review Tech and even Ralph and like, you know what I mean? Or H3 is very liberal and we're not. Do you know? Like you just don't get it. It's not about money. It's about what you did was wrong.
Buddy, come on. You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it. Proceeds to delete everything.
Spoil it. Yeah, he deleted all of this.
And go, and not post anymore. Look at this.
So then he starts threatening people 1 new scalp a day. Like at 2 p.m. Eastern. So every day. He didn't
flag us. He didn't call his fucking YouTube rep on us and got 2 channels removed.
No, he's just going to get a new channel banned every single day at 2 p.m. And then he starts threatening Stuttering Craig's business. And it's like, Jer, Stuttering Craig in these circles, like nobody really has anything bad to say about him.
He's great.
He's always been very professional, very business oriented, very much against infighting and drama within the community. And you decide that you're going to come in and be this fucking superhero and tell Craig how it's going to be and that you're going to take his career and his livelihood and fuck over his team. You've had a lot to say about my business and me as a man. Tomorrow we will look at all the messages you've sent, not only to me, but everyone else. So Jeremy doesn't just drag himself into this bullshit. He drags his entire staff and everyone associated with him into this. Mm-hmm. And what does it mean, everyone else? Because Craig interpreted it as just Melanie Mack, but who the fuck knows what that means? And just Quatering is just acting reckless like this and endangering just about anybody associated with him for no good reason. He says, I hope 2 videos ad revenue was worth it. These people are all snakes.
Okay.
These DMs, you guys will see it.
You ready for these DMs?
You guys will see these DMs in a bit. They're the most mundane DMs I have ever seen.
They make Craig look better. They make him look like a nice professional guy, which, by the way, he is. Very nice guy. Here it is. Look. You mean the guy?
Goes, you mean the guy that begged me for help on YouTube and to come on my show? These losers overplayed their hands. If they want me to be a villain, I will. Jeremy, just because, even if it's true that he begged you for help and begged to come on your show back when you weren't flagging people down and being a totally drunken lunatic, it doesn't mean that now he has to support you being a drunken flagging lunatic. Like, do you get, like, this is just common sense. Like, things change. Not everything is static. The world is dynamic and ever changing. You know, he doesn't owe you an eternal lifetime of loyalty because you told him what keyword to focus on in a title. That's crazy, Jeremy.
Oh my God. Who's this?
And by the way, I just want to bring up in this whole situation again, Andy had a situation where Sargon was lying about something that Andy had said. Andy had DMs that proved otherwise and leaked them to clear his name. And Quatering said that Andy should never be trusted by anybody or ever be platformed by anybody ever again because he broke the code, by leaking DMs. And now you fast forward a decade, and drunk out of his mind, he's now the one leaking DMs.
And by the way, not even for proving a lie, by the way. Not even for like proving a lie. Like he's just showing now DMs for no reason.
Now, this fellow shyster exposer brings up you talking about taking our Kick channel, taking our YouTube, all of this in response to Jeremy talking about how he doesn't have the power to take people's channels down. And if you don't, why say this though? What was the point? And Quatering just admits, I have the power, loser. Link me your YouTube channel.
Ooh.
So it's full on mask off. Just, link me your YouTube channel. I'll get it banned.
He said that? Yo.
Yeah, no, this is what he thinks. He thinks that he's a supervillain. And so the implication here is that Stuttering Craig's channel is going to go down at 2 p.m. tomorrow. No, it didn't go down at 2 p.m. tomorrow because Jeremy lost his fucking balls when he lost his fucking buzz as fucking usual and knew that it would absolutely fucking make things 100 times worse. But what happens the next time he's on a full-blown bender and he's drunk for 2 or 3 days? This is the thing. He's going to be drunk from now until Monday. So God knows what phone calls he's going to make in the interim that maybe fucking played out on Monday to get fucking people banned. This guy is a serious danger to the YouTube ecosystem and community. It's not just us. This guy's a lunatic.
Look, there can't be a YouTuber who has this power. There can't be. Because then anyone he wants removed, and what's this YouTube staff member doing? Can that person like actually legally do this to people who have jobs, careers, who expect to feed their family when Quatering's just drunk out of his mind and calls them? This can't be, right? And by the way, Ash, now he's lost everything. His viewership and his money is gone on YouTube.
So now it's up to him.
Boom,
he's
boom,
like,
boom.
well, I have nothing to lose. I'm going to be a spiteful. And this is the thing. As it gets worse for him, he's going to lean more on deplatforming and censorship because he knows his reputation is dirt. So he may as well do this stuff anyway. And that's the real problem. So I don't really know how this is going to be solved, in all honesty, because there has to be either he fucking wakes up and goes to rehab, or there has to be actual consequences for this guy to discourage him from this behavior. And I don't know what the appropriate fucking consequences are. I think it's mockery and criticism, but he doesn't agree. Like he wants to take things beyond that. And instead of mocking or criticizing us, ruin our livelihood and attack our personal lives. So I really don't know. But this guy's a fucking Looney Tune, man.
Yeah. I think that YouTube rep has to be investigated, in my opinion.
Look at this. Look at this. He says, never forget. All I have to do is send a text message, an email. I have the power to get anyone I want banned from YouTube. I have the next week off, and I am going to have some fun.
There it is, folks.
Like, that's crazy. Like, he's trying to couch it in a joke, but that's clearly intimidation and threatening people.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't
100%.
it?
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. This is purely a fucking threat to everyone.
It straight up is. It's to silence criticism. It's insane. So this is where it needs, like, this is where he just completely fucked up and destroyed his life with this meltdown. I think.
He took a week off, by the way, to ban everyone. That's what he did.
Yeah, but this is the thing is, had he not done this, our comeback stream would be neutered big time. Mm-hmm. Like, he just threw so much more gasoline on the fire for no good reason. This is hurting him. It's hurting his staff. It's hurting his family. But he doesn't care because he's a lunatic. So he goes, hey, Stuttering Craig, care to share the hilarious DMs you sent before I do? These are the driest, most boring DMs of all time.
Oh, my God.
So then Ralph comes in. The Quatering is the hardest motherfucker to ever broadcast online. I needed the reminder. think a little facetious here by the old alpha male, you know.
Ralph, he put the
You even know what that means. Jarbo's coming in to get his licks in. People keep saying I'm trying to get a redemption arc out of all this situation with the quartering. I'm not. I just like shitting on the guy.
Yep.
I don't think there are many more people that are more deserving of a stomping while they're down. I agree. If I was trying to get back in people's good graces, I would be putting out daily videos on it or finding some way to monetize it, but memes don't pay the bills. So Majestic Matt,
you know
not
what?
seeking the redemption arc, you know.
I'm gonna fucking Matt a W on this because he's been felting Jared.
He's been putting in the work, bitch. By the way, we got Ramzos for 10 subs.
Ramzos, let's go. Big support to the guys. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying
I will say,
I'm happy to be back, by the way.
Jarvo did have one good comment in all of this that I will give him credit for, where he said, next time until Miller time. You know what I mean? It's the last time until Miller time. And it's been so true. It's been so true.
No, actually,
this whole thing.
His tweets have been making me laugh fucking pretty hard. The whole the Uber Eats thing he did.
So, you know, Craig comes in. By the way, we got Cloak and Swagger for 10 subs and Reaper Son 1 for a sub. Craig comes in. He's correct. I've been exposed as being professionally courteous.
No, Craig.
No.
Craig.
Oh God, no.
How will you recover, dude?
So then Quatering comes out with this. Says Twitter is not real life, LOL. Sometimes I like to kick the hornet's nest, but tomorrow will be a regular day, just like every other day, smiley face. Drama used to be something I spent my time on, and to be honest, times were good, but I am less interested as an old man now, LOL, and the cope smiley face. So this was after his drunken crash out gaming stream. This was after he started threatening Craig in Craig's own YouTube chat, demanding to come on and debate him, which is obviously an excuse to probably get him deplatformed by playing gay porn or God knows fucking what, yelling slurs or whatever. No one's falling for your gay ops, Jer. Okay? That once he realized that all of it was fucking felted and it backfired and nobody was backing down through his threats and intimidation, then he pretended like he was an innocent child of God who didn't do nothing. But, you know, when he says he likes to kick the hornet's nest, but then also says that, like, his family is living in fear and they're being harassed, like, is it all a fun game that's not real life? Or are you actually under attack and under threat and living in fear? Like which is it?
Yeah.
Like, this is mental illness. This is insane.
By the way,
you need help.
If you have people showing up at your front door to bother your fucking wife, you're going to kick the hornet's nest? On that week that she's being harassed? No, of course not. That's bullshit and a lie. Viva La Raza
for 10 subs.
Thanks, Viva La Raza. But yo, you're being fucking, she's harassed and doxing and my parents and my co-host
It's all fun for him.
And then, I'll kick the hornet's nest? Buddy, stop it. You lying sack of shit.
And then so this guy just comes in and goes, so your big scorched earth promise for 2 p.m. tomorrow was bullshit? You showed DMs from Stuttering Craig from before he saw you for the snake you are, and you've gotten blackout drunk again? And then Jer says, nah, I'll still have fun tomorrow. Winky face.
Oh, yeah.
So then he flip-flops from I'm going to burn it all down to I'm just going to have a chill, normal day tomorrow to no, I'm going to burn it all down again tomorrow. And he thinks that it's everyone else that has a fucking problem.
Yo, he's crazy, dude.
Like, he's actually lost his mind. Like, this isn't normal behavior, you know? Then he starts, calling out Craig. Now, from the beginning of Stuttering Craig's stream, he said, I have just driven 18 hours across the country over the course of the last 2 days. I wanted to come home and spend time with my wife and time with my kids. But this piece of shit, Jeremy Hambley, was just lying about me, threatening me, saying he's going to take down my channel, saying that he's going to leak these DMs. So I'm just going to come on here live very quickly, leak the DMs before he has a chance to, and get out of here. So Jeremy, at the very end of Craig's stream, okay, when Craig's starting to sign off, comes in and says, give me the link. Confront me. Debate me, bro. It's like, no, especially when you're trying to get people deplatformed. So now here comes Quatering. He had a chance to have me on live and ducked it. What a surprise. I was ready and waiting for him to epically own me. Now remember, he said he wasn't going to engage in this stuff anymore. Do you remember that?
Yep. And here he is. Why aren't you answering?
But here he is. But he got really scared and pretended he couldn't see me, even though his chat told him I was there to talk. Do you know what he actually did, Jeremy? What? And we're going to show it. He did see you, and he said for you to quit drinking and go to rehab.
Ooh.
He prayed for you. That's what he actually did, because he actually took mercy upon you. Because had he let you on and engaged in a discussion with your drunken ass, it would have just brought more shame and embarrassment upon you and your entire family, you fucking retard.
But
anyway, we got Sir Drew Peacock for 5 subs.
Let's go. Thank you, Sir Drew.
He fired up an emergency stream, and once I popped in, he suddenly drove 11 hours and was so tired. No, it was 18 hours over the course of 2 days, and he said it at the very beginning of the stream. And by the way, you were live doing a game stream during most of the fucking thing, okay?
He says
chance of a lifetime.
Of a lifetime?
Stuttering Craig doesn't need you.
Buddy.
You are fucking insignificant. You are nothing.
You can't
you have
tie
no clout.
his shoes. You can't tie his shoes, bro.
My
You're
God.
fucking nobody, bro.
Chance of a lifetime. Like, he really thinks that his appearance, suddenly 10,000 live viewers are going to fall from the sky and thousands of dollars in super chats. No,
I think it would affect Craig negatively, to be honest.
Because he'd probably drop a slur or start playing pornography or something against TOS, and then he would send the signal to Feezer and his flagging Discord to come in and flag Craig.
Feezer is still melting down 3 years later, folks, by the way.
Yeah. Claiming another Kino Casino Classics clip today like a fucking lunatic.
But losing all the fucking appeals.
The Buzz CJC for 5 subs.
And big support. Let's go for 10 subs. Thank you, big support. Let's go and Buzz CJC. Here we go.
Then it goes, what benefit to either of y'all would it be to have you on and dodge most of his questions that everyone else has already asked and also went unanswered? That's the thing. Mm-hmm. That's why it's unproductive to have this guy on, because he just sandbags. Yep. Like, he just refuses to engage in any sort of good faith, any sort of actual discussion. He just plays ignorant. Then you press him with receipts. Then he'll claim that receipt is a joke or that it's fake or whatever. Like, there's no actual discourse with somebody who's so fundamentally dishonest. It's and disingenuous. Then Quartering's like, he could have totally destroyed me. He ran. No, what would actually happen is you would play the victim and show your belly and cry about how Craig is hurting your wife, when we've all just seen what you do to your wife. Just fuck off with you. Get off the internet.
Wow.
So Craig just, Jeremy, please put down the phone. Put down the bottle. Go to sleep. Good night.
Buddy, the bottle is taped to his hand. The bottle does not leave his...
He's like Edward 40 hands.
He is.
So then Calypso Jack comes in. You tweet more than anyone. You spend more time in your fake life than you do in reality. Goes back to that clip we showed near the top of the show where Jeremy says he doesn't care about his wife. He doesn't care about people in real life. He only wants to spend time talking to anonymous strangers on the internet. And Quatering goes, well, this is fair. He thinks that Twitter's been a net negative for him and he'll take a break. The break didn't even last one day. He was back the very next day, melting down. He was suicide baiting, and we'll get to all of that in a sec.
There's a lot.